Good morning, campers. We are loaded. It is time for us to leave. That's cool. Oversized coming out of here. This place is pretty awesome. They were perfectly fine with us parking here last night, so I've relayed that information to future drivers that come from our company and from Prime, so they will know they can just come in here early.
Head north on North Hayes Drive toward East 77th Street North.
Right.
In 1,000 feet, turn right onto East 77th Street North.
I'm trying. Stop. They got us loaded nice and early this morning. They got us loaded so fast.
You're on the fastest route. You should reach your destination by...
They got us loaded so fast, in fact, that we were loaded before I had hours back, so I actually had to sit here. Really? Crying out loud. Everything has to be a noise. Yeah, they got us loaded so early that I had to sit here for a couple hours to get time back. Is there a guard? No. Still no guard. Got it. We had to sit here for about 2 hours to get time back so I could actually do this trip. But that means we get to start...
Turn right onto East 77th Street North.
This is basically the, this is when my appointment was for. I should have been arriving right now and just starting to get loaded. But we're already loaded and we're now out of here. Which means that we get to do a lot more driving today.
In a quarter mile, turn left onto the I-135 North, US 81 North, Kansas 15 North ramp to Salina.
And we get to do way more driving today than I thought I was going to be able to do. We might get all the way to Denver tonight, in fact. Also, this load is about... It's less than 4 tons of cargo. Everything gotta make noise. I don't understand.
Turn left onto the I-135 North ramp, then merge onto I-135 North.
But yeah, less than 4 tons of cargo. Or actually right about 4 tons, I think. Which means we're super light, which could make Wyoming interesting. But most likely we'll be fine. We are headed for Oregon. And it also means we get to skip gears and do all sorts of fun stuff that'll make my fuel economy look really good on this trip. For example, what we just did was I dropped the 6th gear for the left turn, and then we jumped up to 8th gear coming down the ramp. Then from 8th gear we jumped to 10th.
I-135 North for 79 miles.
And we are now in 10th gear, accelerating up to highway speed. Once the 10th gear kind of sucks, so it's taking a hot second to do that, but yeah, we just went 6, 8, 10 straight to 10th gear. And this load's a bit of a time crunch. We've got 1,500 miles to do. So we're going to be doing that at 62 miles per hour for this one. And we're practically empty, so it's going to be pretty good fuel economy for the most likely. Goodbye, Park City. You were good to us. Very, very happy with my entire experience in this particular town. I like that shipper. The cargo's pretty sweet. We are carrying 475 Coleman Coolers. That is how many fit in a 53-foot trailer. It is stuffed to the brim with Coleman Coolers. They could probably fit more if the cooler stacked it all, but I don't think they do. So it's just each cooler is closed and sitting on top of another cooler. So we are going to contribute significantly to tailgating season this year. I'm pretty happy about that. This is a cool cargo. You never, like, you pick up stuff in like, American Truck Simulator. There's no load where you go to a plastics factory and pick up a load called coolers. This is cool. Sometimes we haul some weird stuff, but, you know, people buy it, so it's got to get to the store. And, you know, you can fit 475 of them on a truck, and they only weigh like 4 tons total. So, yeah, I'm pretty happy with this. We're going to have to keep an eye on the wind conditions, because we are very, very lightweight, which means it'll be easy for us to get blown over. It shouldn't be a problem except in Wyoming. Denver, at least, I'm not expecting any crosswind. It'll be mostly a headwind going into Denver. And a pretty light one at that. Yeah, cool.
Take exit 95B.
Is that a prime or a Palmer? That's a prime. Sorry.
Continue on I-70 west for 174 miles. I don't want to get too close to him because if there's other traffic that needs to jump on here, no, there's no traffic at all. Sweet.
I do not mind staying behind you, my friend. We are both super heavy. Or, well, you're heavy, and I am slow. So... let's drop back for Stevens a bit. That's a great designed interchange, huh? That whole intersection sucks if you're heavy. It's just not good for anybody. I mean, if traffic on 70 would have been just crippled by that many slow trucks all joining the freeway at the same time. Luckily, there was no traffic on 70, so it worked out just fine for everybody involved. He must be very close. There he is. Alright. That was awesome. Everybody wave. Was cool. I feel like it's been quite some time since we visited the beautiful state of Colorado. I forgot how great the sunsets here are. It is gorgeous. We are about 100 miles outside of Denver. The sun's going to be down before we get there, sadly. Though again, that hopefully means that we will not have to deal with as much traffic. How am I catching up with the MVT truck? He's not covered at 62. He passed me earlier. Like an hour ago, this guy passed me. Again, I guess it might be a different MVT, but I don't think he's gotten completely out of my sight yet. No, I guess there's an oversized behind us, a house, and he's only doing about 55, so we both had to squeeze past the house. So there was a period where the MVT was in front of the house and I was behind the house. So I guess it could have been. I guess this could be a different MVT, and the faster one is just long gone. I don't know. It's weird that we're catching up with someone. But yeah, so we're approaching Denver, and I figure I ought to brief y'all on the rest of the plans for this load. We are on our way to Hermiston, Oregon. I'm amused that I got blinked to thank you there. I did not signal him over, so I don't know. Maybe he just couldn't tell because of the glare off my headlights from the sun. So he just blinked the thank you just in case I had. I do that sometimes. Like, I don't know if you actually signal me over or not, so I hit thank you anyway. Thank you for not making my life more difficult. That's what that is. But yeah, so tomorrow the plan, as far as I've got it, is either... We've got a couple options for stopping tomorrow, depending on when I start. I haven't decided exactly where we're going yet. There's the Flying J in Cokeville, Wyoming. That might be a good spot. Or, barring that, we might go all the way to, where's it called? Drumlin, Idaho? Drumlin or Dubois? I don't remember the exact name of the city. It's where US 30 meets Interstate 15. That might be where we spend the night. There's another Flying J there, as well as the rest area. Plenty of parking. So if we can get there before it gets too late, we'll do that. If we aren't able to get parking there, there's a way station not far up the road. And then it's not far to Pocatello from there, and we know a few spots around Pocatello we can park as well. I'm a little reluctant to stop at the Flying J in Cokeville, just because that leaves us 600 miles to do the following day. Though our limiting factor there is more likely going to be my 70-hour clock. Yeah, so I guess the Flying J in Cokeville is fine. There's a very good chance that the day after tomorrow we're going to have to do 2 partial shifts. Where one, we just run out my 70-hour clock as fast as we can from like 6 a.m. in the morning or earlier if possible. And then wherever we get to, we stop, which would probably be maybe Pendleton if we're lucky. We might not be able to make it all the way to Stanfield and Hermiston. But then from there we might have to do a 10-hour break to get hours back, because we'll get another recap at midnight Central Time, which will be 10 p.m. Pacific Time. So that will give us some more hours back if we run out the 70. That might be a thing we have to do. So we'll see. I think Cokeville's the most likely place we're going to stop tomorrow. I really like that Flying J, and I need a nice relaxed day after the last couple. And then of course we're going to be running hard the following day, so it's really any way that works out. So I'll decide tomorrow whether or not we stop at the Flying J in Cokeville, or if we go all the way to the one in Dubois? Drumlin? Starts with a D, I don't remember the exact name. If we go all the way to I-15, near Incom. We'll see. To Denver, Colorado. Nice and late at night. Is coming up on 10 p.m. There's still a glow on the horizon, which is the amazing part. So actually, it's more like 9:30, but still, traffic just got much thicker all of a sudden. A bunch of people just passed me all at once and filled up my follow distance, and then didn't keep going faster. So I'm kind of trying to drop back to get my follow distance back, and it's not working because they're just slowing down. And right, next right, 76 west. That's what we need. 76 west to Pecos Street.
In a half mile, take the York Street exit.
Where are you going, dude?
Take the York Street exit, then keep left.
Oh good, you're going the same way I am. Just what I wanted to see.
Keep left.
And obviously we want 76 because we need 76 west. West, left lane, got it.
Keep left at the fork. Continue on I-76 west for 3 miles.
You know, if you'd told me a year ago that I would know Denver this well, I would never have believed you. Like, I'd never even been to this city until last year, and now I don't even need the GPS to navigate me to the prime yard. It's just really handy for avoiding traffic. Because we're going to join with 76, and then 25 is going to meet up with 76. The ramp from 25 south to 76 west becomes the ramp to Pecos Street, and that's where we take our exit. So we've got to jump onto that as soon as it meets back up with the... As soon as it meets up with 76. Oh, did we just get super lucky?
Turn right onto West 64th Avenue.
Nope, there's one. Alright, so we're just going to...
In a quarter mile, your destination will be on the right.
What do we do? Nailed it! Sweet. I hate that turn. If you don't swing out to the left like that, you drag your trailer across the sidewalk there, which can get you a ticket if there's an ornery cop around. Which there often is in this area, because it's such a great neighborhood. Okay, well, we cleared the road, mostly. I just need to swipe my card, and we're good. I can't reach. There we go. Did. All right. Not a through spot. That's fine. where we're parking for the night. I will see you all tomorrow. My name's MacLeod, AsArAngel17 on Twitter, Xbox Live, and Steam. Drop and say hi. Let me know if you enjoy the videos by hitting the like button. Or, of course, you can subscribe if you want to see tomorrow's, and the day after that, and the day after that, and the day after that. And, come say hi on Twitter. That's a great place to have a conversation. Or if you just want to drop something that I see, I do read every single comment that you put below the videos. They push to my phone. Though, Twitter, obviously, best way to have a conversation. I check that a lot more often. But they're both perfectly good. So, I will see you all tomorrow. Have a great day. Now, I'm going to go have dinner with my family, so, yeah.